Welcome to your reading, Pisces. So this is for Pisces sun, moon, and rising, but I'm setting the intention now that anyone watching that there is a message for you. So we're going to look at your current energy, Pisces, and then also what's coming in the upcoming weeks. We have the cross, we have some oracle cards, some tea leaves, astro dice. So angels, guides, ancestors of the highest vibrational frequency. What is going on with Pisces? What does Pisces need to hear right now? What is coming up for Pisces? What is going on with Pisces? Hopefully you can see all these. I think they're in frame. Let's see what's on the bottom. So for energy going into this reading, we have the Two of Imps, which is the Two of Wands. So you could be really planning something right now, thinking about the future. And in this deck, it's interesting. It's a little different than the original. There's this pumpkin man where, I don't know if that's the right way to describe him, pulling apart these two little imps. So they seem like they're arguing. So perhaps you're like playing mediator right now in some sense, or maybe you're kind of like looking at your life and identifying what conflicting things may be going on, and you're separating them, and you're really like seeing things from a bigger perspective and planning accordingly. And you seem like you're pretty happy about it, whatever this future plan is for you. I feel like you're really seeing things clearly and seeing what's not working well together and what is. So the card representing you right now is the Two of Pumpkins, another two. So it looks like you're doing a really good job balancing something right now. Look at, it's like, maybe you're like balancing like your inner demons or something, if that makes sense. But I see like really like your like light and dark side, because like, you're like content doing this. Like you've been maybe working on yourself. There's a really good balance here. You might have been really busy and stressed in the past or something like that, but you really have worked out like how to manage everything in a great way. Like you must have done some inner work, some spiritual work, and now you're just seeing things more clearly, and like life is so much more manageable for you right now, or is about to be in these upcoming weeks. For what crosses you, we have, or like your environment right now, we have the Six of Ghosts, which is the Six of Cups reversed. So there could have been a falling out recently with family members or people from your past. And this, it's a little different than the original right away because we see six figures here, but there's two people here in the front and then others just kind of admiring them. So perhaps the number two is really sticking out again to me. There could have been someone you were really arguing with, and it could have been kind of an issue. It could have been multiple people, but for that, it will just be one other person. But yeah, I don't know, I'm seeing three energies here too. But there's some arguments in the past, something just wasn't working out between you and someone else, and it seems like you've really been able to balance what the people want in this relationship and really make things more pleasant, at least for you. Maybe you had to separate yourself from some of these people, but I'm seeing there's more balance here with relationships that could have been troubling in the past. Yeah, for in the past, we have the Five of Bats, which is the Five of Swords, but it's reversed. So I really do see that there could have been someone kind of acting like a bully, being mean, and just making you feel really bad, or you guys just really weren't seeing eye to eye, but there's been some conflict resolution here, and you're maintaining things with this. Yeah, there's definitely something here with fighting or being upset with someone else. Saw that right away with these two imps here. Like you're like I see you, Pisces, as being the like the bigger guy, or like, what's the right term, like the more adult in the situation, and like just seeing things from a bigger perspective. And maybe if you know you're right or whatever, you're still like listening to the other person's side, and you're just willing to like work through it and not just keep arguing your point. You're like, this is silly to waste time on fighting. Like life is too short. I just really want things to move forward. Yeah, because I feel like things are really at a standstill with you. Another two. You might be seeing 222 a lot, or other synchronicities. Anyways, the Two of Swords reversed. That means things were at a total standstill. Like you guys weren't seeing eye to eye. And you could be in this state right now with someone that you guys just aren't seeing eye to eye, but the way to overcome this is that you are being the bigger person. You're balancing your wants and theirs. You're seeing the bigger picture. You're not arguing anymore. You're helping this. If this is a group thing, you're like playing mediator, and you're making things. You're making things like come to like a resolution, and that's wonderful. Yeah, I really do feel like you are someone, like you're giving advice to people. You're helping them. You might not even be involved in this fight for some of you, but it's like people that are close to you, like your friends or family. And I feel like you're really giving helpful advice. You're helping people out of a tough situation even. Because we have the Six of Pentacles here, what's on your mind. You're like in a really good energy right now. I feel like you understand like what you put out in the world is what you get back. And that's like kind of this bigger perspective that you've come to realize recently. And now things are really like flowing more for you, or they're about to be. Like you're willing to help other people out. You're willing to listen, let others speak, and not just put your opinion in and stuff. And you're like want to make other people happy. So the universe is like rewarding you with like whatever wish fulfillment you want. Yeah, you're really coming into your power here. So for what you're afraid of right now, or what you fear, we have Strength reversed. So I feel like you've really tamed a relationship or tamed someone that could have been kind of explosive with their emotions or something like that, and you're really afraid that that's going to snap and change again, or that maybe you're not strong enough to keep like being the support system for someone else. I mean, that's a lot of work. You shouldn't like have to always be the one that people rely on, and I think you are in this situation. I really get the sense it's family. But again, this is a general reading. So I feel like you might be a little tired of doing all this for other people, but you understand like, you know, this is temporary. And I feel like you are putting more energy into yourself too, but there's a part of you that's afraid that things are like, maybe things are starting to get better. And I feel like you're afraid that they're going to just fall apart again or get chaotic again. And what you want is for things just to stay chill. Yeah. Okay. I feel like you're afraid that emotions are going to overcome you or the people around you, and you really just want to be in control of your emotions and control of the situations, because things have really started to transform for you, and like things are like, it seems like I get this feeling like things are finally starting to work out in your favor, and you just want to stay in that energy. I feel like for some of you, it could have been you that overcame some emotional behaviors that weren't really serving you, and you want to stay in that energy. And guess what? You're going to, because we have what happens next is the Emperor. You're able to contain any negative feelings, negative energy. You're feeling more in control like of your life. You feel really content. Like things are really working out for you, and you're just afraid that they're not going to. And yes, for other outside influences here, we have the Three of Swords reversed. You've overcome some heartbreak, some third-party situation for even some of you. Things are really turning around. There's a lot of painful energy that you've conquered, that you've overcome. Like, remember, I did mention something about, like, inner demons earlier that could be applicable, but whatever was really upsetting you, you're overcoming any heartache, any betrayal. And you're really stepping into your power after likely a time of just feeling really defeated because these people in the past have hurt you. There's a falling out. We have a lot of twos here, so there's a lot of energy of relationship. And also sixes as well represent relationships. There's a lot of energy with other people here, but like in the past sense, it's like you've overcome whatever the situation is for you. Yeah, and you're going to continue standing up for yourself, continue standing in your power, Pisces, because we have the Seven of Wands here as the final outcome. So in the next few weeks, the Seven of Wands is about like, you know, you have to be a little defensive, but you have the higher ground. Like you have a higher perspective, you have the higher ground. And like people are like looking to you for advice, it seems like, and people are like working together. They're not really like going behind your back. Like this is in this Seven of Wands, it's a little different. Like you don't really see people fighting anymore. I think you might actually be like a leader here, and like see how this person is a little different looking than the rest or something, you know, and they're holding hands. There's like a truce here, and look at the moon is smiling. Yeah, people are going to respect you for sticking up for yourself, for having your own point of view, for defending yourself, for not, you know, for being there for them. I feel like whatever the issue was with you and these other people, you didn't see eye to eye, that's for sure. You might be from the same family or something, or you could be totally different walks of life. But no matter what the case is, I see there's someone that just had totally different views from you, different emotional reactions, whatever. But you stepping into your power in whatever sense it is, like doing the inner work, facing your own demons, and like realizing how to act with certain people and to keep your emotions in check and just like listen to others and really keeping your emotions at bay. Like you're really coming out as more mature and your relationships are really going to be more fulfilling and happy, and that's wonderful. I never saw this card in that way, like holding hands and just like working together. And look at the moon, so happy. And it's like they're guiding you home to this house. Like there could have been a lot of, maybe there was a physical separation even from your home if this is someone you lived with, or just maybe you haven't seen your family in a while. But this maturity you've gained and or they have gained, it seems like both parties or all the people, is really helping, and you guys are going to be coming together despite being different. You're going to be able to see eye to eye or at least let things from the past go and not fight anymore. I love this energy for you. This is wonderful. It's like a huge healing energy is here. But like you've already done the healing work. It's all like the past energy is healing, and now this is like the next steps for you. And it's very generous, loving, independent and strong, but still part of a community. Let's get some more cards for Pisces. What else for Pisces, Spirit? What else for Pisces? First quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. Yeah, there is some, we talked about you like speaking your mind or, I feel like you've realized the power of your thoughts and your words because you're seeing how they shaped your relationships, and you realize the more you speak kindly to your loved ones or to others, the more you speak kindly to yourself, especially. Treat yourself. You're like starting to like speak, like maybe in the past you let people walk all over you or things were just bad and you're like, oh, I'm over emotional or I'm blah, blah, blah. Like just talk bad about yourself. I'm seeing that you are overcoming that and you're now speaking highly of yourself and highly of other people, and you're realizing that your words have power. Like you definitely are stepping into your power, and I think you're realizing that with this Emperor energy too. Like you're realizing like, wow, and this King of Swords, you're realizing that you are way more in control of your life than you realize, and now you're using the power of words like positive affirmations to really manifest what else you want, because you realize what you put out in the world you get back tenfold or like the same or better. So you're giving more to people, you're speaking kinder to people, kinder to yourself, and you're getting rewarded for it. And if you haven't done this yet, your guides are really wanting you to start using positive affirmations and thinking more positively about yourself, because that is going to have, like, it's really powerful right now. Your words are powerful and your thoughts. So it's hard to control your thoughts because like 95% of them are subconscious. So your guides really want you to start working with positive affirmations and stuff like that. Maybe even listening to some when you sleep. So you start like programming your mind, like your automatic thoughts are like, I'm the motherfucking emperor, I'm awesome, you know, like stuff like that. Whatever you're working on. Oh my God, we were just talking about this. Cool your emotions. This is, Spirit is confirming this. You're working on your emotions, and that's really making anything that's been unpleasant in the past like come to a culmination. And now you're going to this new cycle where you're in control. You're in control of your emotions. You're in control of your thoughts, and now your world is transforming. That is total confirmation there. Let's get some tea leaves. What else? Whoa. Wow, that just like flipped right out. I didn't even like ask a full question. Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Yes, you guys have totally grown spiritually. And now that I think this is confirmation too. If you are looking for more material wealth, or maybe you need to grow more spiritually, start speaking that way. Be like, I am abundant in all good things. That's an affirmation I'm using currently. Whatever it is, speak your world into being. You are a really powerful manifester right now, and this is saying you are going to increase your material wealth and your spiritual growth. I think you already did the spiritual growth part, like I said. Wow. Pisces, things are really looking up for you. I don't know what's been going on in the past, but I can just sense that it might not have been that great. And now things are really looking up. Oh, that's too many. Let's do the one that's by the pumpkin over there. Oh, archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. Seriously. This is like what I was saying, like your world's changing. It's all because you've had this change in mindset and this maturity and spiritual growth and control over your emotions and like control over your thoughts. Now you're realizing that like you have a world of possibilities. Like you can have it all. You're realizing that you can have it all. Now let's roll the astro dice. What final messages, Spirit, you have for Pisces? We have here the 4th house, family, Uranus, and Leo. Yeah, there's a lot of change here. I sense that I feel like I'm being really repetitive, but like Uranus is all about like unexpected change, and Leo is all about yourself and like pride. I feel like you're all of a sudden like you might have been someone that wasn't really star of the show, or like, you know, it wasn't center of attention, or like you weren't really putting yourself first in the past, I'm seeing, but now you're like starting to shine and come into your true element and be confident in yourself. And there's going to be change in your family unit, in your home. There's going to be major change. We talked about this, like things weren't very great in the past, but now like there's more balance, there's more equal give and take, people caring about each other's emotions, you're coming into power, like there's total harmony. You're going from something that seemed unpleasant to harmony and seeing eye to eye and like understanding each other, appreciating each other. And things are just really turning around. And this is all this good energy is just going to skyrocket, and it's just going to keep going. You're going to keep having great new things, more wealth, more spiritual growth. And really it's all about cooling our emotions, thinking more positively, and speaking words of gratitude and affirmations, and really getting control of your thoughts, which you are. So go you. I love this energy for you, Pisces. I hope this resonated. If it did, please subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I love you so much. I hope you are well. Bye, Pisces.